Portal 2 has historically been one of the most highly contested speedruns on speedrun.com, and for good reason. It features a refreshing type of bunny hopping motion, precise portal placement, insanely satisfying velocity tricks, and a respectable amount of bugs and glitches that don't require an insane amount of 4th year physics knowledge to wrap your head around.
Oh my god, that was insane.
But we're not going to be talking about the speedrun as a whole, or even covering most of it. I want to narrow this down to one thing, a single trick that is quite possibly the coolest, yet one of the simplest tricks in speedrunning. I'm of course talking about the Reportal. In order to understand how the Reportal itself works, we need to first talk about parallel universes. No, I'm just kidding. In Portal 2, speed is measured in units per second. Walking is around 175 units per second and actually increases by a significant amount by simply turning your mouse. And strafing gets things even more insane quite quickly, allowing some of the best strafers in the game to achieve insane amounts of speed in excess of 300 units per second, while being on the ground. When combined with bunny hopping, this means it's quite easy to reach the air strafe cap of 400 units per second, where you can no longer strafe in a circular motion. But, okay, what does this have to do with the Reportal? Well, Portal 2 has a little trick up its sleeve that the developers implemented after seeing how horribly broken Portal 1 had become. The developers didn't really want people to be able to shoot a portal while being, well, inside of a portal, because this results in very strange position behavior, and in combination with the detached camera glitch in Portal 1, resulted in a massive amount of sequence breaking and out-of-bounds glitches. How did the developers combat this? Simple. If you're standing on the edge of a portal and you shoot the opposite portal onto a new surface, you're given an additional 200 unit per second boost to your speed. Bear in mind that this is not acceleration, but an instant force added upon the player's existing velocity. This on its own doesn't seem like that much, and it did partially fix portal stands, although in the speedruns it's still countered by just walking backwards or sideways while you shoot the portal. 200 units per second actually is a lot. It's 25 more than base walking, and when you combine this with already having velocity, a boost of 200 speed is actually quite significant. Take laser over goo as an example. That 200 boost in speed from a strafe jump almost doubles your velocity, and makes skipping the entire platform sequence possible. And beyond the seal, when combined with something known as scripted velocity boost, which may need a video of its own, that 200 unit per second speed increase may not seem that much when you're zooming by at the speed of fast, but it makes all the difference between making this end skip and not. And you really want to make this end skip, because this impressive and difficult route that requires a frame-perfect reportal saves upwards of 15 seconds, which is huge in a game like Portal 2. So, this is fun and all, right? If you shoot a portal at the right time while going through it, it adds 200 velocity to your speed. Straightforward enough. Well nah, I'm just kidding. There's one more element to the Reportal that takes it from a cool footnote and a fun party trick to quite possibly the most insane trick in the game. It's not going to be as precise as shooting a portal through a chamber door, or as mind-bogglingly mesmerizing as the insane mechanics in 3Gels, but what it does do is wow and bewilder anybody that witnesses it. Ladies and gentlemen, the Super Reportal. This takes that 200 unit per second speed addition and uses it to its fullest potential. See, portals are janky in Portal 2. If you shoot a portal onto a wall surface that meets the ground and manage to shoot it low enough, the bottom of that portal will actually sit inside of the ground. And this is a quirk of the game's engine. It's invisible, but it is there, and we can abuse this. With our first portal stuck partially inside of the ground, we then look down with an angle of approximately -63 degrees, walk backwards, and shoot down. If done correctly, you'll now be stuck inside of the ground. The game doesn't know that anything is wrong yet, but we're going to change that in just a moment. By shooting your ground portal slightly out of range away from you, the game realizes that something has gone horribly wrong, and you're stuck inside of the ground. But it waits before ejecting you. See, in this stuck state, you can actually increase your vertical velocity practically infinitely, as long as you have the means of doing so. And if your ground portal was close enough, you're set to do just that. On Pit Flings here, we want to shoot our wall portal a total of 5 times in rapid succession, and this tricks the game into thinking we're stuck in that ground portal, and need the 200 velocity boost every single time. This means that we can get 1,000 units per second of velocity built up before we get ejected, and it's just enough to skip the entire chamber. In actual speedruns, this is only used a total of 0, 1, or 2 times, depending on the strategies the runner goes for. There are alternative setups, but this one is the easiest to understand, and ultimately the point is that with this simple trick, it's possible to gain a lot of velocity very quickly and look cool while doing it. That on its own makes this mechanic a personal favorite of mine among the many broken things in a Portal 2 full game speedrun. And who knows, maybe there's more I should talk about here. What do you think? Tell me in the comments below or in my Discord server. This video was an experiment, but I really hope it will pay off and that you guys will enjoy this. I had a lot of fun making it, and as of now, I'm starting up weekly videos as I become a full-time content creator. Thanks so much for your support, and an extra special thanks to my patrons over on Floatplane. I wouldn't be able to do this without you guys. I'll catch you all in the next video. Thank you for watching. Have a wonderful day.